And I think maybe partly the use case for cloning websites actually comes from if you already have a website and you want to move it over to something like Orchids and have more direct control over all of the code, instead of being stuck in a platform like Framer or Webflow. So here we have the cloned website. It has like copied over some of these assets, and it's done these block sections very well. The buttons aren't particularly great here, and it's got a lot of the assets. It's done a pretty good job. It's done an okay job as like a starting point, and you could easily like prompt this to make changes to say, let's move this section down. These buttons are actually not too far off, to be honest. They still need some tweaking in terms of the style, and I think the main thing that's missing here is the typography. So those custom fonts, that's really going to elevate that, and then some of the layout elements here. But as a starting point, I think this is really, really good. So if you do want to like move your existing website onto something like Orchids and then actually have more like AI control over exactly what's on the website, and also allow yourself to build out custom features, so add in functionality that you wouldn't be able to if you didn't know how to code on some of the other platforms, then this could be a really good platform to use. So one thing I want to try here is just prompting it to change the font to something from Google Fonts to see if we can just pull in other fonts quickly, or we're going to have to do it in a different way by adding it into the code or doing something else here. So we're just going to ask it to change the heading fonts to instrument across the whole page, and then let's send that off. And so we can see we have this kind of mini view of it working down here as well, which is quite nice, so that you don't have to actually open the full chat on the left. You can just kind of prompt these changes as you go, and you can see there that it has updated the fonts here to instrument from Google Fonts. So that is great. We can reference that stuff really easily and use that. I think one thing that a lot of other no-code and AI website and app building tools struggle with is using these custom fonts, and they tend to fall back to the same ones. And there are tools where I've even prompted it with system fonts and it didn't pick them up properly. So that is really good to know that it's actually able to make that kind of design change off the back of that. And so now let's actually build a website that I'm going to use for one of my products, and I'm going to build it from scratch. So let's go back